Hello, I'm Cynthia and welcome to SEEDS. On this programme we'll be talking to Gail Winruss. Now let's go and join her at the BBC Three Counties radio station.
It's just an exciting project here in Luton.
When Jesus won, when Jesus won, He washed my sins away.
And we're just honoured that we get the opportunity to sing at great places like the BBC, and we just sang for Jeremy Vine's show on BBC Radio 2.
Very strange here to follow the Luton Gospel Community Choir with the Buzzcocks. Anyway, it's great to see they've actually joined maybe 9 or 10 members of the choir in the studio with me now. It's much more better when I don't have to sort of pull up a volume knob from a different studio.
He washed my sins away.
On everyone's lips right now is coalition government. So what are we, the voters, to make of it all? In recent weeks, the press has been full of the...
What is so exciting about the choir is that people that may have never had a chance to do anything like that before, they've had the opportunity to do something that's probably on a lifetime list of achievements. So we love Luton Gospel Community Choir and we love Luton, and we're just happy that we can make a difference in our community, share the views of our community, and do exciting things like this.
Very special love,
A special love beyond compare.
very special love.
Love is the reason
why
He gave His life for you.
gave His life.
As singers or musicians, sometimes we feel that our scope of ministry is limited to just singing in divine service or singing in AYS. There is so much more that we can do.
Special love, a very special.
My name is Gail. I go to Luton Adventist Church, Luton Central Adventist Church. I'm originally from Birmingham and I moved to Luton many years ago. I love music, I enjoy singing, and I think that's a major part of my life. I work in London. I work supporting families to get back into work. Well, the choir began 8 years ago. At the time I was working in the AYS team, I was a youth leader. And we always talk about evangelism, but sometimes evangelism seems like something that people, or particularly young people, can't get involved in. It's preaching, and if you can't preach then you just invite your friends and you can't really contribute. So we kind of thought, what are the ways that we can get our young people involved and make a positive impact in the community and something that they can be part of. And as a team we thought, well, in our church, what are some of the great things about our church? And some of the great things about our church are our musicians, our singers. Music is a big part of our worship. We've got children's choirs and all these great musical things going on. So I thought, how about we share some of that with the community? So instead of us singing to them, let's get them to join with us, and we'll become friends and we can build a community gospel choir. So we all set about kind of thinking, how's this going to work? But the good thing about it was that all the young people could be involved, whether by distributing leaflets, they could be enthusiastic about telling their friends, because it was the music that they like, the Kurt Franklin, Fred Hammond, the music that they like, they listen to, they're not ashamed of. So they could give out leaflets, they could join the choir, they could have some whatever role, they could be part of that. And that first year that's what we did. So we went out, We've got leaflets designed, and we went round to the community and said, you know what, have you ever wanted to sing in a gospel choir? Come and join us. And the response was amazing. The choir's been running 8 years. We started in October 2002. That's when the choir actually started. But obviously there's a few weeks and months before that of preparation and making it all happen. But over the 8 years, we've had some amazing times. The first year, we sat around to run in Black History Month, because we thought, oh, that might kind of work quite well and people are interested. But we are a multi-ethnic choir. You know, everybody, whatever their ethnic origin, gender is, you know, everybody's welcome to join. We've changed now, so we're running the half term because that's better for parents. Over the years, some of the exciting things that we've done, we've went on a show on ITV to raise some money for the choir. We have recorded our first DVD. I say first because it's the first of many. We look to do some more. We've sang on national, local TV, and we now have a drama project and a youth choir project which started 2 years ago. We've had lots of stories from choir members about how the choir, and I'd say God is using the choir to touch their lives. For example, some of the stories that we hear back, we've had people that have come and joined the choir who've been here from overseas for a short time, either as students or just visiting for a while, and they've come and joined the choir, and now they've got new friends, they've got family, they've got these inspirational songs and words that are floating around in their heads. Other things are for when people are going through bad times, people are experiencing bereavements, they're having difficult times in their families. Now they've now got something hopeful that can give them hope that there is more than just them. There is someone that they can rely on. We sang a song last year, I'm Stronger, and people talk about how that message, the message of that song is able to give them hope, how able to inspire them to look beyond the sad situation that they are experiencing now, and to feel hopeful that they can be stronger with God's help. We benefit the community in two ways. First of all, anybody in our community can join. From any church, whether you go to church, whether you don't go to a church, absolutely everybody is welcome to come and join the choir. People in the community find out about us because we sometimes advertise on the council website. Sometimes we have a stand in the shopping centre in the town. We sing at different events and people hear us and they're like, oh, we'd like to join. And people tell their friends to come along and join. Now, we're a gospel choir. We are not ashamed to say to people, we are a gospel choir. So people know what they're buying into when they come and join the choir. But it's quite interesting to see that, people feel uplifted. They say, oh, the songs have really uplifted me. I feel inspired. And now they have a repertoire of gospel music which they know, and it's beyond the oh happy day. We know a lot more songs than that. So things like For Every Mountain You've Brought Me Over, I Shall Wear a Crown, When It's All Over. So those are the songs which we're teaching our community members. In terms of the ratio, it's changed over the years. Initially, I'd say maybe 50% people who are from the Adventist church and 50% who are not, but now it's grown. I'd say now it's probably more people from the community than from our church, which I think is a positive thing, because they're coming to our church, they see who we are, they know who we are. So it's a way of introducing my faith, introducing the Christian faith to people who may not otherwise. But we also have people who are Christians, and it's an opportunity to use our Christian roots to share hope, to share inspiration, uplift people with our music, as opposed to singing songs of doom and gloom. We sing songs of hope, songs that inspire people, that make people feel happy. But also in feeling happy, there's more substance.
I don't have to fear, I don't have to fight. He gave me victory. Sweet victory. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm walking in His power, standing in His might. Gave me victory, yeah. Sweet victory. Oh.
very important to be connected to a church and to be connected to Luton Church. They've been very supportive over the years. We have had our ups and downs, but I think we are learning. I think some of the key lessons are about communication, about managing expectations. Initially we were under the youth department, but now we're under community services, which I think is fantastic. We're there, well, in either of those departments, we're there to make a difference to our community. Working with a community choir, it's very inspiring. Don't get me wrong, it's a lot of hard work, but it's so worthwhile. There are times when we're stressed out thinking, oh no, do they know the songs? You've got to think about the concert, you've got to think about all this planning stuff, you've got to think about, oh, are people from the community even going to come? But then you might bump into a member in the choir from over previous years, and they'll say, you know, that song, it's still in my mind. I love that song. When I'm going through stuff, I sing that song. You know that God has used the choir to make a difference. What we also do, we write music with the choir. We've got a very talented group of musicians who work with us, and they are just amazing. And they all come together and they think of words and they think of songs. And over the years we've done a song called The Journey, which talked about the fact that we're on a journey. We're not planning to stay here, we're taking steps. And you know, when the choir members now, they can go back and say, you know what, my favourite song is this song because it helps me to remember that there's hope. I don't have to feel down. You know, there's something bigger than just my life. You know, it doesn't matter what you feel that your skill or your talent is. I know that God didn't put us on this earth for no purpose. Not one individual has no value, has no purpose, has no skill. And I would say to people, find out what that thing is that you're good at. It could be smiling, it could be baking a cake, it could be football. No talent is void when it comes to God, and that's what you can do to make a difference. You may not think you're making a difference, but you are, and God is going to use you to do amazing things to touch people's lives. We'd like to take this project to other places. We've grown from just having one choir to now we have a youth choir, we have a drama project, and when you see the difference, that, you know, when you see how the kids perform, when you see how the adults perform, that at the beginning of a week they're like, oh, we're doing this because we want to, but it's amazing. So be able to transfer that to other places, that will be very exciting. And also to maybe use the choir members to be able to be part of that. It would be good to do another DVD project, because the key thing for us is, you know, it's building people's confidence, giving people something to aspire for, something to be excited about. And if we can take that somewhere else, so they now can have a little bit of what we've got in Luton, that would be amazing. Obviously, in terms of working with young people and to be able to do more to support young people with musical gifts or drama, to help with their singing, to help with their instrument playing, to be able to contribute and help them to aspire to get qualifications in music, so they can then say, oh, well, actually, I'd like to dedicate my life to music ministry. That will be very exciting. Ways you can help. People can always pray for us. We need prayer constantly, so we can make the right decisions. We can choose the right music which is not just nice, but music that is inspiring. But we also need people to help us promote, to spread the word about, if you'd like to come and join the choir, how you can join the choir, to promote our different events. And sometimes we need help with buying t-shirts and those kind of things. There's a whole host of other ways, and people may have some ideas as to how we can develop, how we can grow, and other projects which we can run. So feel free to contact us. You can visit our website, which is www.lutongospel.com, or you can email me, which is gail@lutongospel.com, and let's have your ideas. I know there's people that want to set up community gospel choir projects, and they want to find out, how can we do that? Or we're really interested, but we just don't know where to begin, or maybe we don't have the musicians or whatever. You know, feel free to contact us, because there's a lot of ways we can all work together to help another new setting up gospel choir, community gospel choir, or you may have ideas which can help us to grow. And I think together we can be better. There's a whole team of people that make the choir work, from our music director to our musicians, the committee members, and without them the choir would not exist. They put in hours, months, stress, get the music together, and these people are such an inspiration, and I think it's really important to acknowledge the hard work, the effort that they put into making this. They write new music for the choir, and I'm blessed that these people put in their time and their life to make the choir work. I'm not saying that people are going to get baptised next week. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying people next Sabbath we have baptism, all the choir members, but I know through the music, through how we live our lives, through the fact that they can see us being cheerful and upbeat and positive, I know that people are seeing, I think God's there.
If you want to get in touch with Gail or have an interesting story, why don't you send us an email to seeds@adventist.org.uk. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.